In the midst of the fascinating and often personal stories of the British royal family, today we focus on Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, and the significant events she has been facing. We will explore a touching moment involving her children, Zara and Peter Phillips, as well as some personal family struggles she is confronting. In this video, we will delve into deeply personal aspects of Princess Anne's life. Not only will we discuss a heart-wrenching request that the Princess Royal made to her brother, King Charles, regarding royal titles for her children, but we will also examine the emotional news that followed her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence's injury. This injury occurred just before Princess Anne's planned solo trip to South Africa, where she was to represent the royal family. Her strength and dedication to her royal duties, even in such difficult circumstances, continue to impress. Princess Anne has always been one of the most dedicated and hard-working members of the royal family, but even she is not immune to the personal and family challenges that come with being part of such a high-profile family. Recently, Princess Anne made a disturbing request to her brother, King Charles, asking him to grant royal titles to her children, Zara Tindall and Peter Phillips. Additionally, Princess Anne faces another emotional moment as her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, has suffered an injury, forcing her to undertake a royal trip to South Africa alone. Will King Charles grant Princess Anne's request to bestow royal titles on her children? The situation surrounding Princess Anne has been an emotional whirlwind. First, the Princess Royal's husband, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, suffered a suspected ligament rupture while working on their estate at Gatcombe Park. Although this injury is not life-threatening, it was serious enough to cause concern. To prevent him from accompanying his wife on her official two-day trip to Cape Town, South Africa, where she was scheduled to represent the royal family. This solo journey will undoubtedly be challenging for Princess Anne, as she is accustomed to having Sir Timothy by her side during such royal engagements. Princess Anne has always demonstrated incredible resilience and a strong sense of duty, and her trip to South Africa is no exception. Despite the personal setback, she remains committed to her royal responsibilities and continues to embody the spirit of service that has made her one of the most respected members of the royal family. Princess Anne's trip to South Africa is symbolic of the dedication and grace she has shown throughout her career. She is the kind of royal who does not seek the spotlight but remains a constant and steadfast figure within the royal family. Despite facing the challenges of traveling without her husband, her commitment to representing the monarchy abroad speaks volumes about her character. Her role is particularly important given the historical context of the British royal family's ties with South Africa, making her journey especially poignant. At the same time, Princess Anne has had to navigate some difficult family dynamics, including her request to King Charles regarding the royal titles of her children. This request, though personal, has far-reaching implications for the family and their place within the royal hierarchy. Although Zara and Peter have led relatively private lives compared to their cousins, the Princess Royal clearly has the future of her children within the royal structure in mind. As the second child of Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Anne has often been overlooked in favor of her older brother, King Charles, and later her nephews, Princes William and Harry. However, her work ethic and dedication have earned her the respect of both the public and her family, the royal family as well as the public. She is one of the hardest-working members of the royalty, having attended countless engagements over the years, supporting her mother and later her brother, King Charles, in their royal duties. Regarding royal titles, the situation related to the children of Princess Anne, Zara and Peter, is deeply personal. When they were born, Princess Anne made the conscious decision not to grant them royal titles. This move was considered progressive, as it allowed Zara and Peter to grow up with more privacy and freedom than other royal children. However, as they have grown and formed their own families, Princess Anne seems to have reconsidered her position. Her request to King Charles to grant royal titles to Zara and Peter marks a change in royal dynamics, especially considering that other members of the royal family, such as Princes William and Harry, have official titles. The granting of royal titles has always been a complex and deeply rooted tradition within the British monarchy. Historically, titles were granted to mark royal status and ensure that members of the royal family were recognized in society. However, with the changing roles of the monarchy in modern society, the issue of royal titles has become more complicated. Princess Anne's request for royal titles for her children is an important moment in this ongoing evolution. As a mother who has always put her children's well-being above tradition, Anne's request could signal a desire to give Zara and Peter a more formal connection to the royal family. This would mark a significant change in how members of the royal family approach titles and could also indicate the evolution of dynamics within the monarchy. The growing influence of the younger generation of the royalty, such as Prince William, Prince Harry and his children, in shaping the future of the monarchy, are a testament to Princess Anne's resilience and unwavering commitment to her royal duties. Despite the emotional challenges she has faced, including her husband's injury and her sincere request to her brother, King Charles, regarding titles for her children, Princess Anne continues to demonstrate why she is one of the most respected and admired members of the royal family. Her ability to balance personal and professional responsibilities, especially in difficult times, highlights the strength and dedication that define her legacy. Princess Anne's story is a reminder of the sacrifices and complexities that come with royal life. Although she may not always be in the spotlight, her work and dedication to the monarchy speak for themselves. Her decision to request royal titles for her children is just one example of how she is navigating the evolving dynamics of the royal family. What do you think about Princess Anne's request for royal titles for Zara and Peter? Do you agree with her decision, or do you believe it is important for members of the royal family to have titles as part of their public role? We would love to hear your thoughts on this intriguing topic in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We value your opinions and look forward to hearing what you think about Princess Anne's request and her solo journey to South Africa. Stay tuned for more updates on the royal family, and we will be back soon with more royal stories. For over 2 decades, the story of Princess Diana's final hours has been told and retold, capturing the imagination of millions around the world. From official investigations of the accident to endless tabloid reports, it seemed we knew everything, dark details. However, in the shadows, one man silently bore the burden of truth, her bodyguard during her last summer of freedom, a figure tasked with keeping Diana safe until the exact moment he could not. A secret romance. The life story of Princess Diana has always been a mix of fairy tale magic and harsh reality. She won hearts with her beauty and grace, but behind her public image were private struggles, a mental breakdown, and relentless media harassment. In 1997, she embarked on a new and bold chapter when she became involved with film producer Dodi Fade, a man whose glamour seemed to match her own desire for romance and excitement. For decades, many have wondered what really happened in those final weeks. Now, a former bodyguard has stepped forward with new claims that shed fresh light on a relationship that ended in the most tragic way possible. People always talk about Princess Diana as if they understood what she was going through. The truth, says the bodyguard, is that Diana was at a crossroads in the summer of 1997. She had divorced Prince Charles the previous year and was eager to redefine herself, no longer just as the people's princess, but as a private person seeking love and freedom. It was a kind of rebirth, one that came with the hope of escaping life behind palace doors. Her romance with Dodi was sudden, passionate, and surprising to anyone who had seen her before. He was the son of billionaire Mohammed Al Fayed, owner of the Ritz Hotel in Paris, and also a flamboyant figure who enjoyed mingling with Hollywood stars and throwing lavish parties on private yachts. The bodyguard suggests that Dodi offered Diana an escape from the controlled environment she had always known. She reportedly felt safe boarding her father's yacht in the south of France, far from the typical line of photographers who positioned themselves outside Kensington Palace day after day. When images of Diana and Dodi embracing or kissing leaked, the tabloids went wild. However, according to the bodyguard, Diana was in an oddly optimistic mood during that time. She was tired of the cameras constantly pointing at her face, but also convinced that she could handle it somehow. Dodi was famously generous with luxurious gifts, top-floor suites, and dream vacations. Diana had rarely experienced a relationship that allowed her to relax without the rigid royal protocols overshadowing every move. What people may not realize is that Diana had just left behind another relationship, a deeper and more private love with heart surgeon Hasnat Khan. The princess's friends still debate whether she had truly moved on from Hasnat or if Dodi was simply a more public and carefree change of direction. The bodyguard hints that she might have been torn. However, from the outside, it seemed that she and Dodi were enjoying a magical summer traveling along the Riviera. The bodyguard himself had to organize their security or, at least, keep an eye on the paparazzi who followed them everywhere. Although the couple tried to be discreet, photos of them embracing on the deck frequently appeared in magazines. The bodyguard claims that Diana never confirmed that she and Dodi were engaged, although the rumor was that he was about to propose. Some believe that Mohammed Al Fayed had grand visions of linking the Al Fayed name with British royalty, while others argue that Diana was committed to forging her own path and was cautious about remarrying. According to the bodyguard, Diana wanted to keep people guessing about the seriousness of her relationship with Dodi.